Snap is on the way. The Bermuda select to kick to the Saracens. And away we go. Well caught there by the big second row for Saracens. And they set a platform that they've got a driving maul going. Bermuda trying to stop this driving maul. Looks like they have. Little bit of a box kick. Stays in play. Ball's been kicked to the left wing. Oh, a little jink in the middle by the 15 for Bermuda select. He's met by a Saracens player. Bermuda still in possession. They try to move the ball. Big number 18 for Bermuda select. Takes it in. Bermuda still in possession. They clear out the Saracens player. Little short pass into the hole there. Tackler has to roll away. Mr. Ian Henderson, another local player, playing that ball. Off to Nigerian. It still goes backwards. Misses. Oh! And he just tries a long pass and flights that ball right into the hands of the Saracens player. And you live dangerously, living a little dangerously with that pass. Charlie Hudson just took that one and walked it over the line. It was a gift. It would have been on if the ball would have made it, but unfortunately didn't quite get over his outreached arms and made it an easy try for Charlie Hudson, legend of Saracens and England. Just to give you a little bit of history, Saracens was founded in 1876 by the old boys of the Theological School of Marylebone, London. The club's name is said to come from the endurance, enthusiasm, and perceived invincibility of Saladin's desert warriors of the 12th century. So that's a little bit of history on the name of Saracens. They produced a number of internationals.
Ladies and gentlemen, our water boy for the day is Alex Deary.
'95, they turned professional. And young Patrick, one of the up-and-coming stars of local rugby, he's got number 9 on his jersey. Patrick Richardson. He's got to get back. He's got to get back and help. Oh, great tackle by Nigerian. Got some pace on him, that Nigerian. Not afraid to put the tackles in. Ian Henderson putting a shoulder in. And the big doesn't have a number on his jersey. Yeah, number 1 from Nigeria. Oh, and he's been penalized for holding onto the ball in that tackle. He was tackled cleanly. You got to release the ball when you go to ground. Play it back. You've got a few seconds to play it back into your side, but he held on to the ball. The the Bermuda Select players have to be given an opportunity to get the ball if they're on their feet, and he held on to it too much and unfortunately was penalized. So penalty taken. Bermuda Select advanced the ball. They're just inside of the 10-meter. They're inside of their 10-meter line. The Jerry and Darrell at the back of the line out. Patrick Richardson on the right wing. Ian Henderson in the center. Some local Bermuda players out there now, which is good for them to play against a premiership team and the level of intensity and match themselves up with international players is always a great thing. You can always, Derry Noel Simmons still up front, number 17, which is great. And Ian Henderson with the rang, he just gets ankle tap. Ball's played backwards. And again, it comes out a little bit of a boop bubbler off the hands of the Bermuda player, but it still went backwards. They'll pick and go there by number 4. Bermuda still in possession. Saracens has been a solid wall of defense. Red and black wall, red and black brick wall, I could call them. Just be patient. A little chip through. Oh, referee. Looked like he was held back there, but the referee didn't see it and allowed play to go on. Another little cheeky chip through. The ball bounces favorably for the winger. Oh, and Saracens in for another try. Some great movement of the ball. Some great.
2 tries in about 3 minutes. Been on the pitch. Main winner for the day, Charlie Hodgson.
Charlie Hudson in again. That's his second try. So the score moves to 48 points to 7.
Good afternoon.
It's becoming a bit of a whitewash here. Bermuda's got a
48-7.
48 to 7. We've got a conversion coming.
Good.
So again, to Bermuda's defense, they're not giving up. They're just a little bit lacking team that's just been put together. You know.
Al, how
But
you
they're
doing?
Still bringing the tackles and everything else.
Al, how you doing this evening?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Vincent Company just stepping into the booth right here, just taking over from Patrick.
And that is unsuccessful from the sideline. So the score remains 48 points to Saracens and 7 to Bermuda. I'm sure the crowd would love to see the Bermuda Select score again.
Well, I tell you this. I just spoke to Dever down there. I had a little quick interview with him. He said everybody's down there is 3 times bigger than they look on TV. So it's no small task what these guys are doing, and they're heroes already, just for stepping on this field and putting Bermuda on the map in the way they have.
Yes. So the Nigerian will get a bit of a break. Dever No Simmons.
Saracens
in possession. Are they still in possession? Yes, they are. And again, I think they've thrown away their basic tactics. The skills are, second to none and second to none. But they're playing a different game here. It's an entertaining game of rugby. They're throwing the ball around a lot. They're looking for spaces. Little Patrick just caught unawares there. And look at the pace.
Look at that pace.
Number 13 for Saracens. Oh, that's a bit of a bouncy tackle.
He's unstoppable, isn't he, Alan?
He certainly is.
He's like the immovable object when he comes down that flank there. Must have been doing at least 35, 50 miles per hour, I swear.
I think
incredible
that was
speed,
Sam
incredible pace. And it really goes to show the talent level and the skill set of these Saracens players.
Oh, and I missed tackle again. And Saracens this time go right on the post, the big lock, second row.
This is quite an ordeal. The Saracens have scored another touch. And they're showing why they are so feared in their Premiership League.
Yes, they are. And as I was mentioning earlier, they were destined to win the Premiership League this year. They just came up a little bit short. They've been playing well all season, and everybody expected them to. But the game of rugby as it is, that conversion was good. So the score is now 50 points to. 50 points to Saracens and 7 points to Bermuda.
Well, I tell you what, this is a fantastic vacation the Saracens are enjoying so far. Beautiful island, beautiful waters, and a beautiful game that they're putting on.
It's and they've been really blown away by the hospitality of the Bermudians, just how friendly everybody is, and what they've been able to do, and for them it's a bit of reward. We had a great discussion the other night with their manager and their coach, and they're talking about the philosophy and the culture that they've incorporated into their club that's made them so successful, and a lot of things that they accept and don't accept. And it really goes to show that these guys are, the mates, the friends, the pals. Nobody's big-headed about it. They play for each other, they enjoy each other, and that's part of it. And I know, great tackle there by Patrick, young Patrick Richardson, plays rugby for Bermuda and for Teachers Rugby Club. I'm sure he's a little nervous being out there amongst some of the giants of rugby and besting himself. So I've been playing rugby for about 4 years. Started as an under 15. Shows lots of potential.
Yeah, the average height of the Saracens players is 6'1". And the average weight is something like 240, and it's all chest, it's all muscle.
All muscle.
They look kind of like Incredible Hulks walking around, but they're not in green.
And they're fit as hell. They're fit as hell.
Welcoming back Patrick. Patrick, that was an entertaining set of halftime activity that the youngsters put on for us. Not to be left up, the Saracens again coming forward with pace, with strength, absolutely fantastic. You can really see the skill set and the hard work that the Saracens put in. The players are well built, in good athletic shape, and their skill set and fitness levels are really on display here as we get in the second half. You can see the Bermuda team just looking a little bit winded, but the Saracens look like they're ready to play 2 more games of rugby. How you feeling about today's game so far?
It's been a very entertaining game, hasn't it?
It has been.
I mean, I think Bermuda have been unlucky. It's just the Saracens guys are just super, super clinical. And playing with the width and expansive rugby that they do, it's hard to keep up with. But, I mean, it's been a very entertaining game, and I think the Bermudan guys are just letting it slip at certain times. Their defence, very narrow, has been excellent, but they're getting punished out wide. Here comes Silent Taylor with a good pick and go, well held in there by Henry Pattison. It's a good platform to attack here. Oh, and Charlie Hodgson comes away with it. Great offload. Now to Chris Ashton, puts the dink through. Oh, nice pick up. Let's see what Bermuda Select can do from here. Here's Dan Cole in a bit of space.
Sends this one out. Is it? No, it stays inside. Now we're looking at the Saracens on the counter. This ball is sent over, and they're passing quickly. They're looking to attack with pace, and the Saracens are going to score yet another try.
Great
I tell you,
by Saracens.
it's a bit unfair just at this point, because just what happens is when you're looking up at the scoreboard, and the scoreboard is seems like such a surmountable task, it really takes away from the energy and the true effort that Bermuda's putting in. Because if you could put in effort points, Bermuda be right up there. They're doing as much as they can do at their skill set. But you got to remember, they're playing with guys who's been through these situations over and over with the same team, who's been in and out of difficult games, and do this week in and week out. And that really is coming to show here. The decision-making split second. They know what they're doing before the ball gets to them, the Saracens. And it's fantastic, because it shows us the learning curve where we can improve in. So as much as it may be a battering, this is what you call hard knocks school, and it's the way you got to learn, and sometimes you can only learn, and you can learn a lot from these heavy defeats.
Jackson Ray with a great take from the restart. Again, Saracens looking to play with some width straight away. Instead of picking and going, looking to really stretch the Bermuda defence. Here's Charlie Hodgson. Oh, an interception here by Bermuda. Can they make the most of it?
Good tackle. Just want to give a warm welcome to all those people streaming live on the internet. Thank you for joining us at The Big Game. And we're here right now. We're having a fantastic time. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
Patrick Richardson needs to get some more width here, really stretch the Saracens' defence. Needs to get involved. A great take in there by Andy Sawhole again in the mix. Saracens so quick to get off the line. It really puts the Bermudan defense, or the Bermudan attack, under a lot of pressure early. That's a real tough skill to do.
They make their decisions at almost seemingly at such a superhuman pace almost, because by the time something happens, they already know what they want to do. When the ball's loose, when they're attacking, when it changes over from defense to offense, they make the decisions, and they make the decisions so fast, and they make the right decisions. And just that bit of pace, combined with their athleticism, combined with their technique, it really makes a triple threat. And it's a very big task to offer. Really a good rugby team, and really a display of a rugby clinic here, of how you attack, how you make the right decisions quickly, and where to attack, looking for the open space and the opponent's weakness.
I think, to be fair, Bermuda aren't going to give up now, which is what we want to see. It's good to have Ian Henderson out there, Patrick Richardson and Dan Cole, so a number of local guys out. So good to see them getting involved now. Hopefully they get their hands on the ball.
As the scrum continues, goes to Bermuda, and
some quick ball here available for Bermuda. Let's see if they can make it pay.
As the scrum just stops in the midfield, as Saracen and is back in the ruck. And this one is flicked out, and Bermuda's on the attack, moving the ball well now. Just gets held up a little bit there, and it's moving out. Referee didn't see something he liked there, and quick penalty. He wasn't happy with that retake, and we're going to have to do that one again. Channel 82 keeping you up with all Bermuda's sports. Channel 82, Bermuda's premier sports channel. This is your channel,
what
Bermuda.
a super kick to the touchline. Charlie Hodgson has been doing that for a number of years now. Showing here, pins back the Bermuda defense.
He could do it with his eyes closed, Pat.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I can tell you as somebody who's been on the tail end of the things like that, it's not a very good sight to be having to walk back after it, but this is a great platform again for Saracens to attack. They really don't seem to be letting up whatsoever. Great take there by Moritz Botha.
Excellent take. I mean, when the Saracens players see somebody coming from, it's no slowing down. They mean business. They're coming to run you over. They're coming to run through you.
Oh, and it's a turnover for Bermuda. Ian Henderson on the ball. Oh, hard luck there, Dan Cole.
And it looks very, very enterprising. Bermuda looks good on that quick attack. Just got to do a bit better with the handling and the first tackler. I think the Saracens are actually tackling probably harder than they've ever been tackled and recently as well. I mentioned earlier that there's no third gear. There's only fourth and fifth gear. When you look at the Saracens players, they accelerate so quickly in each aspect and each position. It's quite something to witness.
There's a young B there, the prop. I played beach rugby with him earlier this week, and he's 19 years of age. He's over 150 kilo or around 125 kilos at age 19. Super athlete.
A big boy.
Absolutely.
Big boy.
So, well, it's great. It's great to see these guys coming down here across, and they've really given something back to the island. And just while we have a bit of a break and play here for a quick injury, the Saracens guys went into Cedarbridge, Sands Middle School, T.N. Tatum, and to who was the other one? Whitney Institute.
Oh,
and I know that all the kids there really enjoyed it, and it was an excellent opportunity to just have a bit of fun and get some top quality coaching from professional players. So
I tell you, it really makes a difference when you have these superstars come to locals and children who seem like this is such a far step from reality to them, and to just close that gap a little bit. You really can't put a price on it or even measure it. Oh, look at that. Good move by Bermuda. And just a little bit of bad handling as Bermuda was looking very good on the attack there. And only wonder
Andy saw a hold attack here.
I only could wonder what would have happened if that ball could have been handled a bit better.
A small knock on there by Bermuda. And it's picked up there by the referee.
Yes, the Saracens have definitely spread their rugby enthusiasm and their knowledge around the island, visiting our local schools, thinking through the Beyond Rugby program. And we'd just like to thank, the National Sports Center, Channel 82, Christians, and all of the fantastic sponsors, Amlin, Bacardi, Corona, all those people who've come together who help make this possible.
I think another person needs to be thanked. I know he's done that before, but Gareth Noakes has been the conductor of this event, and it's all for local young people on the island, and we're really grateful for that, because there's some super talented rugby players in the island, and we want them to have fun and see what rugby's all about. So it's a sport for all shapes and sizes, and we really hope some more people get involved and enjoy the great game.
I tell you another thing, Pat, they're just not fantastic rugby players. They're actually good people. I was talking to Mr. Hodgkin earlier a little bit during the break, and he's just a really nice person. So it's not just our sportsmen with big egos and what have you.
Great hit, Jackson Ray. Yeah, he's got 3 tries already, but he's not stopping now.
Fantastic. That's that never die attitude that Bermuda has exhibited throughout this game.
Oh, Bermuda, Saracens are up flat again. They're just getting off the line so much there that's putting them under pressure. They're not falling for any of those face.
A legend for England, fresh from the 2007 World Cup.
Oh, it's an intercept. Has he got the legs? Come on.
Yes!
Yes!
Well, I tell you.
And I believe that's a popular decision with the crowd there. And everybody's going to greet him. Fantastic show of strength there.
Everybody's going crazy here. It's so fantastic. That shows the never die attitude of Bermudians. We can see that although they are down, they are giving their all, and that's all you can ask for. What a tremendous stride by Bermuda. The party is definitely on all of a sudden again. It's celebrations all around the field as the whole crowd responded to that amazing try. And it really goes to show just how much this crowd is behind Bermuda and Bermuda rugby. This Bermuda team is full of heart, and they're outstanding gentlemen, and they're really good players. And they're going up against the best, and they're doing their best. And that's all we could ask for them to do. You don't see anybody on the field with their heads down. Their heads are high, as they should be. And we're proud to support our Bermuda team. Yeah, the scoreboard may not favor Bermuda, but you can't help us celebrating.
Well, a restart here. I'm sure it's been talked about already, but what a fantastic evening today here at National Stadium. The weather couldn't be better.
Fantastic, absolutely. It's perfect for rugby.
Absolutely.
It's not too hot, it's not too humid. It's a good chill in the air. And it's just a bit of energy, a bit of electricity, if you will.
It's a real family atmosphere around the place, you know, and that's what we want to create, an atmosphere where everybody wants to come down and enjoy themselves. And at the end of the day, it's for a great cause. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yes, Patrick, it's really a win-win. We see children ranging from 20s, teens, right down to little toddlers running around in the little sacks.
Seems like a bad injury here. Hopefully everything's okay. Sure, the players will be down there to see.
Medical team attend to the player.
Yeah, but like you were saying,
it's a bit of something for everybody. You see the hardcore rugby fans not taking their eyes off the games. You got the part-time fans, and then you just got people who just enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy having something to do. The kids are out. Don't think you can't come to the rugby game and bring your children. Don't think you can't come to the rugby game and bring your wife. It's an atmosphere for everybody. Welcome to the National Sports Center. Channel 82 welcomes you. Bermuda welcomes you. And we hope you stay and be around for not only this, but our future rugby endeavors and our future sports endeavors in general.
Absolutely, we definitely want to make sure that that we get some more rugby players from Bermuda, and maybe someday have this be an international one with a full Bermudian game. So.
Great players, Mr. Tony Ward. Well done, Woody.
Well, I tell you, the great thing about being new is about that all you can do is grow. And I have definitely seen in the last 4 years that rugby has grown steadily. The Beyond Rugby program, there's a bunch of kids that come out every Sunday morning to the National Sports. Devery works with them, and those numbers are growing and growing. You have rugby at the Cedar Bridge Institute.
That's right.
And it's just growing. It really is taking on a life of its own. And we have to celebrate it and keep it going, because it has a lot to offer, not only our island and our youth, but as our future.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, well, just with this break, I mean, with the Beyond Rugby program, it's obviously about creating good rugby players, but we also want to create students that are going to graduate high school. We want to make them more employable, and the way to do that is through the rugby program. We help provide them with homework support, with job support, help them get a part-time job, and also we want to help them get into university ultimately, or build into a job. So one of our Beyond Rugby players there, Kamel Easton, he had a great season this year, captaining the team. So yeah, we've got some phenomenal players, and the Beyond Rugby program's going from strength to strength with John Layfield and Martha Dismon at the Family Centre, and Peter Borland and Paul Canfield at the Bermuda Rugby Union. It's definitely in good hands. So it's only going to go from strength to strength.
Fantastic. As we take you back to the action, Bermuda with the possession.
Oh, Sean Perry's through.
Sean Perry doing his best. Ooh, and that ball traveling forward, and I think that's the call by the referee there.
Yeah, small knock on there. The knock on was whenever the ball goes forward from hand, so and that means it's a scrum back from where the knock on was.
I tell you, the crowd was about to get crazy again because it looked like Bermuda had another breakaway, a chance, a try opportunity. But as Patrick just let us know, it was just a small knock on there. So the ref has brought it back on. We have
I believe maybe that's a few cramps out there. Maybe the.
You see the physio working on the leg, it looks like the left leg.
Yeah, so there are a couple other people I definitely want to thank for the Sunday rugby program. Chris Naylor, teacher up at Sands Middle School, Robert Blee and James O'Shaughnessy, guys who have been running the youth program for years and years, and it's now great to see some of those players coming through. But they've been doing a phenomenal job for years. And we get back to the action here. Scrum was number 8 pick and go from Jackson Ray. Oh, a bit of obstruction there maybe, no. Referee waves it off. He's got to be careful not to come in the side. Now Bermuda is starting to get off the line a little bit and start putting the Saracens team under a bit more pressure.
It seems like Bermuda's getting a second win here, Patrick.
Yeah, but again, Saracens are just so composed on the ball. Even if the guys are right in their face, they're still up for keeping hold of possession.
It's almost a little, you got to give a little margin of error, a little grading on the curve. As we have the fact that you don't know what you're up against until you actually get in there. And to see these Saracen players, the Bermuda team will have seen them on TV and seen these guys, around the field before the game started. But until that ball's live and you get a first contact with one of these players, you don't know how hard they're hitting. You don't know how fast they are. And I can see Bermuda seems to have adjusted now to a lot of the pace, are hitting harder, holding those tackles a little bit tighter, and it looks like they've really adapted a little bit to the Saracens game. Just want to, while we're talking about adaptation and a lot of good game, just want to mention real quick Cablevision, who is, we would not be able to bring this program to you right now live streaming without their help. Cablevision is a large part of this program being delivered. We just want to thank them for their continued support for Channel 82 and their continued support for all things.
A couple more Bermudians coming on here. Sean De Silva coming on, and Devery Noel Simmons. I see Sean Perry's coming off. It's great to see those guys getting some rugby. Tashawn's very unlucky not to be actually in Cayman.
Thank you, Sean, for coming, Bermuda. We appreciate it, mate.
Unfortunately, Tashawn there didn't quite make the squad to Cayman and with the national team, but still great to see him getting some rugby here. Phenomenal athlete, very, very abrasive rugby player, so it's great to see him getting some game time here.
He's earning his caps.
Simon Taylor coming off as well. Oh, this is dangerous now. This is dangerous.
For the Saracens, they always look to exploit their pace down the wings. They move that ball so quickly. Bermuda, like I said, seems just to have adjusted a bit to the hard hitting and the pace of the tackle.
Oh, there's B in the attack there. That's who I was telling you. He's 19 and over 20 stones.
I want to see his birth certificate. He is quite some size. I mean, it looks like he's a big boy. He's quite a big fella.
Absolutely.
Nothing tiny about him at all.
He's a very athletic guy. A lot of those big guys are one-hit wonders, but he's just got an engine, super engine. So it's great to see.
He is some size. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody in a rugby shirt that huge.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. Bermuda, get in.
Look at it. It's that. They're looking good.
And they're in for their second score.
I tell you, you never count out. Thought that was Mike Petrie. Well, the Saracens may be trying to scout some of our players, and they see that never die attitude. Fantastic try by Bermuda. And that's what it takes, Sometimes it's all uphill, but something deep down, you reach deep down, you continue fighting, and that's something we have to applaud.
21 points to Bermuda team now.
Right, Bermuda playing their game.
See Lewis Moody there just marshalling the troops, trying to get him going again. Yes, I know he'd like to be back on the pitch, the ex-England captain there.
Yeah.
definitely liked it. I'm sure he was affectionately known as Mad Dog.
Oh, Mad Dog.
That was his nickname. So he did.
I tell you, this is an atmosphere that you cannot duplicate right now. It's a celebration around it at the National Sports Center. Brought to you by Cablevision, Channel 82, Bermuda Sports Network, Amlin, and the Beyond Rugby program. And we're really enjoying this entertaining display. Once again, want to give a shout and a warm welcome to all the people streaming live around the world, enjoying this venue. Aspen for supporting the Bermuda rugby team for so long. Bacardi. It's really a good partnership that brings this event to a head today.
That's just a small knock on there for Bermuda, which is unlucky because they really had something going.
I tell you, I was just mentioning earlier when you was just off for a moment that Bermuda, you know, seeing these guys walk around, seeing these guys on TV, you still wouldn't have a real idea of what they're about. First time that ball's live, they get hit in the chops, you get that first contact, and then you get an appreciation. And now I think Bermuda has adjusted a bit, if you would, and now are responding to the toughness, and that is an excellent tackle by Bermuda, coughing that ball up from the Saracens. As the Saracens look to switch, but it looks like the work's getting a little harder for the Saracens out there right now. Not breaking through those tackles as easily as they were earlier. They're finding their work a little bit more difficult. It's starting to look like long algebra out there for the Saracens as Bermuda toughens up their game and the crowd is applauding them for it. Fantastic evening we're having. I'd like to thank Cablevision, Channel 82, all those people behind the scenes in the Bermuda rugby scene, all our major sponsors, Christen, Aon, Aspen,
Aspen
Apex.
and Validus. Aspen and Validus have been a...
Validus is always quick to show their support for rugby, and
yeah,
they've really been a large part of the success of rugby in Bermuda.
Yeah, I know, and it's been a great partnership, you know, with the rugby union and the family centre really working together to create better rugby players. But like we said, guys that are, you know, that are going to become more employable. That's ultimately what we want. We want to give them good skills to help become employable. And Moritz both are here on a barnstorming run. Oh, here he goes to Sean De Silva.
Good defense by Bermuda.
Oh, Devery No Simmons, great pick and pass. Oh, wow, he's disappointed with that one.
Devery, a local celebrity, and we'll forgive him for that one. He's got enough heart and has done enough positives.
I think you'll have to have a word, Mr. No Simmons. will have to have a word with the referee after the game.
I think so. Polite one though, as the evening is starting to really gain in momentum, as this game is starting to draw to a close. Don't think the energy, don't think the excitement is drawing to a close. It's only getting bigger and better by the second. Channel 82 and Bermuda Sports Network, Cablevision. And this, and we only have 5 minutes left.
Bermuda Barbarians team running it from their own 22.
We only have 5 minutes left.
See if we can get another try, boys.
But the energy levels have not dropped.
So, great turnover by Jackson Ray. This guy's been everywhere tonight. He scored 3 tries, and he's now turning over ball in the last play of the game. Oh, Dan Cole, hard luck.
You look left, you see him. You look right, you see him. He's everywhere,
And
isn't
that's
he?
time.
Is that it? Well, it's been a celebration of rugby. It's been a celebration of the Saracens and everything that's good about rugby. Thank you.
Those fantastic rugby players. We thank the
Thank
boys
you,
from the
Cable
UAC,
Vision. Thank you, Channel 82.
national team.
We thank you, Worldwide. Thank you, Patrick. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bermuda International Rugby Select Team. We thank the Saracens for their visit to our lovely island. Thanking Christians. We thank all of you who've joined us live streaming, hitting us up on Facebook and different social sites. It's been a success. It really has. And we can't wait for our next big rugby game.
Very soon we've got music playing, the door will be open.
Vincent Company. I may be a little bit out of frame, but I'm definitely in the game here. I'm with Maurice Barker, a huge rugby fan. Maurice, welcome to Bermuda. How did you enjoy the game today?
Thank you very much. It was pretty competitive. You know, they definitely try to try their hardest. No, but it's just a good game. You know, entertain people of Bermuda. First, high standard competitive match. Yeah, and good day all round.
Well, I'll tell you, for those who don't know anything about Maurice here, Maurice is something of an overnight success in the English Premiership League. He came over in 2009, and 2 years later, he was lifting the Premiership trophy. So this is a real winner talent. Maurice, his first time in the island. We're going to make sure that he gets some codfish before he leaves, and we're going to try to localize him as much as possible. Maurice, you're a good example of everything that's good with rugby and what's good with the Saracens. Never say die attitude. I see the kids, they love you. They're the biggest on the field, but not only that, you have a big heart to match that, Maurice. Now, besides the what we see about rugby, tell us some of the behind-the-scenes things that you think are fantastic about rugby and what keep you in love in the game.
Yeah. Rugby is a unique sport in the core values it has. It's based on friendship, respect for the opposition, for the referee, and those values will carry you a long way in life. Just respect other people and just trying to be a nice guy.
I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, because I know the ladies are getting extra close to the TV right now, but one thing I must say is that yes, although they look fierce and almost insanely aggressive when they're on the field, these are some of the nicest gentlemen you'll ever want to meet in real life. So thank you, Maurice Barker, for traveling to Bermuda with his Saracens team. Congratulations on your success here, and we congratulate you and wish you more future success. From Channel 82, Cable Vision, Saracens, Vincent Company, see you later. All right, thanks again. Vincent Company here, live from the National Sports Center. I'm here with B, the Nigerian assassin. He is quite phenomenal, not only on the rugby field, but as a human individual. I just saw him do a magic trick, which we can't show on camera, but he's quite the fella. B, how have you enjoyed your time here in Bermuda so far?
I mean, Bermuda's been amazing, man. Amazing weather, the beach, people, everyone's friendly like yourself. Got to play rugby to finish it off, and everyone's good. Everyone's good.
Now,
Everyone's
B,
nice.
could you just do us one thing? Just put your hand up to the camera. I want to show what your hand size is and my hand size. B is only 19 years old.
It's not much different.
But I tell you, what's behind it is a lot different. Look at the forearm size to me and B. B, when he runs through a tackle, it takes about 7 people to stop him. And if you know math, that's half of the team. So it's quite the immovable object. It's quite indestructible. He's a big, jolly good fella who really has a fantastic mannerism.
You're making me blush so much.
Well, your mom's watching there somewhere, B. Is there anybody out there you'd like to say hi to and say thank you to for introducing you to rugby and keeping you with the Saracens?
To be fair, I'd like to say just thank you to everyone at Saracens, really, from the academy coaches that saw me a couple of years ago to everybody now that I'm dealing with. Thank you to my mum for driving me to and from training, school coaches, university coaches, everyone, really. It's been a joint effort from a lot of people. So, yeah, to have something like this is really, it really means a lot to a lot of people, I hope.
Well, B, you show one of the most wonderful things about rugby. It takes anybody, it takes their talents, it makes them more of a man, it gives them more talents, and it produces something that's pretty much unbelievable. You're exciting every time you touch the ball, the crowd goes crazy, and we just thank you for coming, and we hope to see you again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thanks again.
Thank you. No problem.
B, Channel 82, signing off. See you guys later.
All right, bye.
Thanks, B.
No problem.
In company with some of our heroes, our local legends and warriors. Thank you to the Bermuda team who did not stop, who did not give up, and gave us something to cheer for right to the last whistle of the game. Let's just get a quick name from each one and maybe a little comment.
Bennett, play for Renegades, and it's good to get a game against some of these guys. The pace was pretty frightening, but it's just nice to be here.
Yeah, I'm Richard, same, played for Renegades as well. It's a completely different game to what I'm used to, much faster pace, very physical game, but it's good experience for us all, yeah?
Tony Wolf for the Mariners, yeah, great game, great crowd. It's going to be a great party and we have a great time, really enjoyed it.
I'm Jamie Pooley, I play for the Mariners as well, and it's a great experience just to kind of get to know some of these guys, get to play with them, and experience the kind of big game atmosphere, so we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, you know me as Vincent Company. I'll tell you one thing I did notice. Bermuda adjusted to the pace and got a little bit grittier and made it a little bit more like long algebra for the Saracens as that game went off. They weren't bursting to the tackles like they were the first half. So I got to give these guys a pat on the back and let them know we appreciate that effort. Well, from National Sports Center, Channel 82, thanking you for tuning in to our fantastic broadcast of the big game. We want to say thank you, and we can't wait to see you guys in the future. Thank you guys, and I celebrate you and rugby going forward. Thanks again, and we can't wait to see you on our next broadcast. Vincent Company signing off for Channel 82. Vincent Company here at the National Sports Center with two fantastic rugby fans and two fantastic athletes. To my right, Craig Cannoner, our illustrious premier. To my left, Niels. He was just coming off the field from a fantastic victory. Niels represents the Saracens rugby team. Show the camera the cup and just let's hear a little bit about your overall stay in Bermuda and how you, because I'm sure you guys went and visited some schools while you was here.
Yes.
How was your visits to the schools and what impact did you see the kids have in reaction to the players?
Unbelievable. We've had a great time. We've been unbelievably warmly sort of greeted into the country, and the schools were perfect because there's so much enthusiasm in the kids.
This is fantastic. We're looking forward to having more of this kind of a thing happen, you know?
I tell you, Craig Cannoner, one thing I was saying is that although these guys are big and they're not just big this way, they're big this way.
Oh.
But they're some of the biggest hearts you'll find. They're really caring individuals, they're intelligent, and they always look to offer something more than what they do on the rugby field. Channel 82 here to capture it all. These two fine gentlemen, the energy is electric. We think beyond rugby, we thank all of you who's tuned in, and we can't wait to see you in the future and bring you more wonderful things. Thank you again, Craig Cannoner. Thank you again, Neil, for the Saracens. Vincent Company, Channel 82. And we're having fun here. It's all laughs, but it's serious. Channel 82. Take care.
Hey, Bermuda.
Thanks a lot.